You can always tell when someone's going to be an incredible leader. You can see how they communicate, how they carry themselves, and how their people respond to them. The problem is that most new leaders don't learn the skills they need to lead in the real world. They end up stressed, overwhelmed, and they wonder why no one is listening to them. Today, I'm giving you 5 skills that's going to set you apart in 2026. These are the same skills that I've used over 20 years in high-pressure environments to transform my career. These are the skills that help you earn trust, solve hard problems, and create teams that people actually want to be part of. I'm Joe, and I've spent nearly 20 years leading in some of the toughest environments on the planet. I teach leadership, productivity, and motivation so you can lead with confidence and make real impact. If that sounds like your path, subscribe and let's get started. Skill number 1, communication that builds trust. Most leaders talk too much and say too little. Great communication isn't about delivering perfect speeches. It's about clarity, consistency, and confidence. The biggest shift that you can make as a leader is to learn to communicate with precision. That means saying exactly what you expect, why it matters, and exactly what success looks like. When I stepped into my first major leadership roles, I thought that I needed to sound impressive. I thought leadership meant long explanations and big words. The truth is that my team, they needed clarity, not cleverness. Once I started communicating in clear, crisp expectations, my team's performance changed almost overnight. People can't hit a target that they can't see. Clear is kind, unclear is chaos. If you master this, you'll rise above the average leaders. Skill number 2, emotional control under pressure. High stakes pressure exposes leaders faster than anything else. Anyone can lead a team when everything goes perfect and it's calm. Real leadership shows up when the stress is high, those deadlines collapse, and the unexpected hits hard. Your team is going to watch your reactions more than your instructions. If you panic, they panic. And if you stay grounded, they follow your lead. During my career, I've seen leaders freeze under pressure and I've seen leaders rise under pressure. The ones who rise have one thing in common. They control their emotional state before they give any orders to anyone else. I had a moment years ago when everything was falling apart. I felt that surge of adrenaline hit me in the chest and I wanted to react. Instead, I paused for 3 seconds, reset myself, then I acted. That small moment of control changed the entire outcome. Emotional control is one of the best leadership multipliers that you're ever going to learn. Control yourself first, lead others second. Skill number 3, decisive action with imperfect information. Leaders who hesitate typically fall behind quick. The truth is, you're never going to have perfect information. You will never have perfect timing, and you will never feel perfectly ready. The leaders who grow fastest are the ones who can thrive with 80% of the information, with that incomplete picture. They take a look and they see the details they have, then they act, and they adjust as the reality hits. Leaders have to have adaptability. In high-stakes environments, waiting can kill people. Waiting can be the detriment. It could be worse than making a decision. Trust me, I've had to learn this the hard way. Early in my career, I waited until I was ready, until I thought I had all of the information before I made the decision. That hesitation caused confusion in my team, and we lost valuable time. One of my mentors pulled me aside and said, "You're the leader, make the decision. Then we can adjust once we get in there." That moment changed the way I lead forever. Decisions create momentum. Momentum, that creates results. Skill number 4, standards and accountability. You can't lead effectively without standards. Standards create safety. Standards create consistency. Standards are how your team knows what good, great, and right looks like. This is where most leaders fail. They start out, they let those small things start to slide. They avoid those uncomfortable conversations. They think that being nice is more important than being honest and giving direct feedback. In reality, they're dead wrong. Accountability is how you show your people that you care about their potential. You make those small course corrections because you want them to grow and you want to see them succeed. You uphold that standard because the mission matters, and without the standards, we fail. If you let those small things slide, the big stuff won't pass the finish line. Skill number 5, growth mindset and self-awareness. A leader who stops growing quickly becomes a bottleneck. The best leaders are constantly sharpening their skills and asking, how can I be a better leader today? Some of my biggest insights and my biggest learning moments came from real feedback from the deck plate. Some of it stung, but it was necessary for me to grow. I had to swallow my pride, adjust, and grow. Every time I did this, I became a better leader for the people who needed me most. Growth is uncomfortable, but that growth, that's the cost of being great. Leaders who grow create teams who grow. You now have the 5 leadership skills that separate the best from the rest: communication, emotional control, decisive action, accountability, and growth. If you master these, you're going to rise faster than you expect. If you want more leadership, productivity, and motivational content every single week, subscribe and meet me here. And if you're working on these skills right now, tell me which one is your top priority and why it's important to you. I want to hear it in the comments. You're here because you want to grow. Keep going. I'll see you in the next video. I appreciate your time. Thanks for watching.